back to my channel. My name is Sarah Vita. If you don't already know, if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. So, guess what, y'all? Today is June 3rd. It's finally my birthday. I did not vlog. I did have a party, a small party with two of my best friends here at the house on Saturday. So, I know we ain't doing nothing special like seeing bands or whatever today or last weekend or whatever, but instead I'm gonna make some of my famous homemade macaroni and cheese, which was my cousin's recipe, who has now passed away. But yeah, she's the one that taught me how to make homemade macaroni and cheese, and this is just how I make it, and this is what I wanted for my birthday. Now, we're not making a cake because my dad already got me a cake, even though I had stuff to make an orange creamsicle one that was gonna make like a little jack-o'-lantern with the icing and stuff, but yeah, he got me a little carrot cake instead, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. So that's what we're gonna do instead of vlogging us getting drunk or whatever. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead, I got my water boiling over here right here for my elbow macaroni. I use like a half of this, and whoa, shit. I'm not drunk yet, guys, I promise. I've only had 2 drinks. And how I like to measure my macaroni is I go ahead and put it in the pan dry. So, and then once this starts boiling, which I did salt, we'll put that in there, and then I have my little pan to make my roux. So, yeah, we need elbow mac and cheese. You need 2 big ass packs cheese, one that is sharp cheddar and one that is Colby Jack. Of course, I get reduced fat. Instead of using milk for the roux, I use half and half. Need some butter, some flour, and a little dash. I don't have mustard powder. I never usually do, so I just use just of mustard, and that's what we do to put in the sauce. And of course, we need a little bit of garlic powder, and of course, we're gonna need Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper to help us out. So that's what we're gonna do. Because I've had a pretty good birthday so far. Trying to have a howling good time, as you can see. Y'all, let me just tell you, this is a really long recipe. I'm not going to show the entire thing, obviously, but because it takes a very long time to do. It takes at least 45 minutes just to put it all together, and then like an hour to bake it. So about 2 hours in total to put this all together and cook it. So, which my oven's on 375 degrees also, in case anybody wanted to know. I guess that's, you know, a good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and put, because I don't want to start my cheese too early. Hold on a minute. Can't forget your foil too. We're gonna need that and some, I still use cooking spray on it, so when we put our macaroni in our pan. So what I'm gonna do right now is move my tea kettle out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and, because that's getting ready to, got my colander over there ready to go. So trust me, your girl's prepared. Your girl is prepared. So we're gonna go ahead and put some butter up in here. A lot more than that, actually. See if I can be the loudest person in the world right now. I love it when there's something. Oh shit, I don't need it high. Whoa. Love that. Love that. But yeah, but, also, this dish I wasn't going to share, like, ever, because it is kind of like a family thing. But y'all, I ain't got no damn kids. Like, I barely have any family left to pass this down to. So let's just share it with everybody. You know what I mean? That sounds like a good idea. So yeah, and this probably won't be in Gwen's magazine, at least until like November, December, because I usually only make homemade macaroni and cheese if someone in my family requests it for a birthday or something, which I made it for my best friend one time for her birthday. I only make this for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, because it's, yeah, and my dad even put, if you hear a fan, y'all, we ain't got no AC in here. I'm sure that I've said that a million times. Oh, my whisk. Yes, I did. Need me whisk. But he was nice enough to put a fan in here for me, because I was like, man, I really want my macaroni and cheese for my birthday, so, but it's so hot. I was supposed to make this for my party. Y'all, it just gets so damn hot in here. It's not even funny. So now we're going to start putting flour in here. So we need it nice and thick. So we got that. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Y'all know I eyeball anything, so I don't even have measurements. That's just how it is. Y'all already know. I've not put beer in it. Hey, but beer, y'all ever had Guinness mac and cheese before? That shit's pretty good. I had some when we went to Re-Raws in Las Vegas. So good. So, okay. Look at that beautiful roux. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right now, we can start adding our half and half. I mean, y'all know we need stuff at least a little bit healthy in here. Just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just pour. That's right there because I got to put the cheese in. All creamy and thickening up. Then we will put the cheese in there is what we're going to do. And I also think that it is time to put our macaroni over here. So that's what we're going to do. As I make a mess. There we go. Yes, y'all, my kitchen's haunted. Actually, it really is. Go check out my True Scary Stories. Look at me go. Ooh, now if I only had a third hand. Be perfect. I'll leave that alone for a minute. Leave this alone for a minute. We're going to go ahead and put some foil on our pan. Alright, so while that is finishing up and this is still heating up, I put the foil in the pan. When you do go to put this in the oven, you want to put some foil on top of it too. Oh, we also need breadcrumbs, but I put those on at the end. So yeah, what we do with the breadcrumbs is we wait till there's about 7 to 5 minutes before the macaroni is actually like completely done. Then we will uncover, well, maybe about 10 minutes. Yeah, about 10 minutes before it's pretty much done. You just got to cook a little more. Then you want to add your breadcrumbs on top and take the top off and bake it for about 5-10 more minutes. Just eyeball shit. Y'all know I eyeball shit around here. I never do birthday hauls or anything. I got some really cute shit this year, and I got a Stray Cats book. So there is that. So, which I would like to do a review on at some point. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, y'all, I'm 32 today. I turned 32 at 5:45 this morning. Okay, 5:45 a.m. Huh. And here are the breadcrumbs. Plain. Yeah, so if this motherfucker keeps falling out of here, man, I'm telling you. It's heating up, but we gotta wait for it to start burbling. Burbling, bubbling, gurgling, gaggling. Toil and trouble, bitch. Okay. So, we're gonna do this. Catch you in a minute. Alright, so, let's see if I move y'all a little bit closer. At this point, yes, I know the lighting, sorry. One day. But about this point, when it starts looking like this, is when I'm going to start adding my spices into it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start adding our spices in here, which is some garlic powder, eyeball, a little bit of salt. Oh, I forgot to mention you do need at least 1 egg. 2 eggs makes it a little bit more casserole-ish, a little more put together. Which sometimes I put 2 in it, depending, but most of the time I just put 1. So you do need an egg for this. What you do with the egg is because the noodles are going to get done way before the sauce gets done, because you got to be patient with it, thicken up, blah blah blah. So after you rinse and drain your noodles, what you do is let it cool off a little bit. It don't need to be ice cold or nothing, but yeah, of course you rinse it with cold water. Then you crack the egg in the noodles. You could go ahead and beat it and dunk it in there if you wanted to, and yeah, you You can do it that way. You just coat the noodles with it, then you pour the cheese sauce over it, put it in the oven, bam, perfect. Now also with your cheese, obviously you're going to want to make sure that you have enough to cover the top of your macaroni to the point where you can put your hand on it like a blanket, and you should not feel or see any of the noodles or the sauce. It should just be straight up cheese. Okay, straight up cheese. I like to make sure that I do a mix of both the sharp cheddar and the Colby Jack. This one thing that I do different from my cousin is I think we are good to go putting cheese in now. But it is one thing that I did learn, or that I do different from my cousin, is I use Colby Jack as well, besides just sharp cheddar. And you can obviously use any kind of cheese you wanted. You could, you know, this is just kind of, this is how I like it. Short, sweet, simple, good old-fashioned macaroni and cheese. Just a little bit different with the Colby Jack in it, so. And I know some people, you could also make this in a crock pot, but instead of making your own roux, what you would do is use Velveeta cheese, or the jar cheese. Or you could use the Campbell's cheese soup. Which, let me tell you something about the cheese soup now. When I was little, I used to literally just eat cheese soup. My nanny used to make it for me all the time. So good. I would eat the hell out of that, man. So yeah, for this, we're probably going to use, because we got a taste of course. Put the cheese in here, that kind. Now we're going to use some beer, sorry. Yeah, now we're going to want a big old thing of you, and a big old other thing of you. Perfect. Turn it down. I already did. Hardy hard. Paying attention is cool. Yeah, buddy. Y'all can't see it. I wish maybe a little. Yeah, you can a little bit. It's just very bright. Very bright. Let's melt. Ooh, yeah. We getting there. Okay, y'all. We're getting there. Go ahead. I'm going to rinse these noodles off, and we'll be back in a minute. Y'all, did I do it? I don't actually have to add anything. Haha. And the mustard trick, which if you watch my tortellini soup, how to make that, and you don't have dry mustard, just literally open the mustard. Y'all, it ain't even opened. I can't. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Just. That's it. We did the same thing, like, once again, don't have dry mustard, you want like a nice little kick or whatever. That's all you do, don't need much. Now I'm going to get the egg, and we're going to, I think I made a little bit too much macaroni. Which I usually do that. I'm so good at doing that. Just, so yeah. The roux itself looks like. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, that's what we're working with. And I just gotta assemble it now. Alright, so macaroni is ready. Here's the egg. That's a big sucker. This motherfucker is probably worth like $10 by itself in this day and age. So, and I did make enough. I forgot that I did measure it, but doesn't matter. Still gonna slap it in there. Here's my handy dandy. Creep me out. Oh, you guys can see. Okay, cool. Stir it all together. It's gonna give it, like I said, that casserole consistency. It's gonna be a little more stiff. That's what I meant earlier. It's gonna be a little more stiff if you put 2 eggs instead of 1. So it just depends on how much. Like, obviously, if you like your macaroni casserole like that, then obviously add 2. If not, then just stick to 1. So yeah, and now we are going to add the roux. Look how perfect. Ooh, oh y'all. Now what I also like to do is I like to, which I do this for like lasagna and stuff too, is I add just a little bit to the bottom of the pan. My mom taught me that. I'm pretty sure that you're mainly supposed to do that if it's like if you're not using foil or anything, but whatever. It's kind of supposed to help it not stick and make sure you got the sauce on the bottom, so. God, that fan is still hotter than he hot in here. Alright, so now we're going to mix this all. Oh, I made the perfect amount. Just spatula this all together. Let's go back over here for a second and kind of spread this bottom out a little bit. Which ain't gotta be perfect. Let's switch so y'all can see me put it on in there right there. Alright, here we go. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. I'm telling you, this is probably the best. You want some homemade macaroni and cheese? You from the South? You want to make something like what your grandma made? This is it. This is it. Spread around even. Yes, I'm running water in that pan. I'm sure somebody's like, what the hell's that noise? Sure, you got a leak in your house. No. Well, probably, but you know. Our water is haunted though. So, now that this is all beautiful and just so, now we're going to top it with, I like to go back and forth between both. So there's cheddar, then we got the cabbage. Make sure you get them edges. We don't want to see not one single macaroni noodle. Okay, not one. I'm serious. You need this bitch like a blanket and just laying over this macaroni like it's a nice fresh blanket of snow on the ground. Like fucking Santa Claus himself is gonna be eating this. I don't know why I'm doing Christmas references while I'm wearing a werewolf dress and it's June the 3rd. But here we are, nonetheless. Blanket, blanket. Now, if anybody tries this, please let me know, because I know every time I make this for any type of family thing, everybody goes absolutely bonkers over it. So, especially my dad. He even said that this is his favorite homemade food ever, is my homemade mac and cheese. Look at that. Now we're getting somewhere. See what I mean? Needs to be like a nice, beautiful ass blanket. Yes. Alright, we're going to go just going around the edges a bit. We're going to go make sure that it is covered, because we don't need no stragglers. No stragglers ain't welcome here. No, not in macaroni land. Alright. It's ready to go in the oven, y'all. This will be done probably at 4 o'clock. About 4 o'clock, so I didn't cover it! Guys, I messed up. Now, it is covered. And you don't want to cover it too tight either. Here it is. I'll be back at about 4 o'clock and take it out of the oven, see how much hotter it can get in this house before I start having purple hair dye run down me. And before I pour beer over my head. So, yeah. Alright, y'all, so there is the macaroni and cheese finished. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's a masterpiece. So, yeah. That is homemade macaroni and cheese, and I already know it's delicious. It's way too hot to try right now, and honestly, I just want to keep drinking because it's my birthday, but I will eat some later. So, to do breadcrumbs, because it already looks beautiful as it is. And let's be for serious. I mean, it's not Thanksgiving. It don't need to be. It's already special enough. Don't need to have no extra pizzazz. So yeah, let me know if you guys try this recipe and what you think about it. And yeah, happy birthday to me, right? So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps my tiny ass channel. And of course, as always, don't forget to keep it rockin'.